Greetings, my name is Susmit Singh, and today I'll be going to do a reading of the book 0 to 1 by Peter Thiel. The title of the chapter is You Are Not a Lottery Ticket. The most contentious question in business is whether success comes from luck or skill. What do successful people say? Malcolm, a successful author who writes about successful people, declares in The Outliers that success results from a patchwork of lucky breaks and arbitrary advantages. Warren Buffett famously considers himself a member of the Lucky Sperm Club and the winner of the Ovarian Lottery. Jeff Bezos attributes Amazon's success to an incredible planetary alignment and jokes that it was half luck, half good timing, and the rest brains. Bill Gates even goes as far as to claim that he was lucky to be born with certain skills, though it's not clear whether that's actually possible or not. Perhaps these guys are being strategically humble. However, the phenomenon of serial entrepreneurship would seem to call into question our tendency to explain success as a product of chance. Hundreds of people have started multi-million dollar businesses. A few like Steve Jobs, Jack Dorsey, or Elon Musk have even created several multi-billion dollar companies. If success were mostly a matter of luck, these kind of serial entrepreneurships wouldn't exist. In January 2013, Jack Dorsey, the founder of Twitter and Square, tweeted to his 2 million followers that success is never incidental. Most of the replies were ambiguous and negative. Referring the tweet in The Atlantic, reporter Alexis wrote that his instinct was to reply, "Success is never accidental," said all the multimillionaire white men. It's true that already successful people have an easier time of doing new things, whether due to the network, expert, wealth, or experience. But perhaps we have become too quick to dismiss anyone who claims to have succeeded according to a plan. Is there a way to settle this debate objectively? Unfortunately, not. Because companies are not experiments. To get scientific answer about Facebook, for example, we'd have to rewind back to 2004, create 1,000 copies of the existing world, and start Facebook with minor alterations in each copy and see how many times it will succeed. But the experiment is impossible, right? So every company starts in unique circumstances, and every company starts only once. Statistic doesn't work when sample size is one. From the Renaissance and the Enlightenment to the mid 20th century, luck was something to be mastered, dominated, and controlled. Everyone agreed that you should do what you could and not focus on what you couldn't. Ralph Waldo captured this ethos when he wrote, "Shallow men believe in luck, believe in circumstances, strong men believe in cause and effect." In 1912, after he became the first explorer to reach South Pole, Roland wrote, "Victory awaits him who has everything in order, luck as people like to call it." So no one pretended that misfortune didn't exist, but prior generations believed in marking their own luck by working hard. If you believe your life is mainly a matter of chance, then why read this book? Learning about startups is worthless if you're just reading stories about people who won the lottery. Slot machines for dummies can possibly tell you which kind of rabbit's foot to rub or how to tell which machines are hot, but it can't tell you how to win. So did Bill Gates simply win the intelligence lottery? Was Sheryl Sandberg born with a silver spoon in her mouth? Or did she lean in? When we debate historical questions like this, luck is in the past tense. Far more important are the questions about the future. Is it a matter of chance or design? Can you control your future? You can expect the future to take a definite form, or you can treat it as hazily uncertain. If you treat the future as something definite, it makes sense to understand it in advance and to work to shape it. But if you expect an indefinite future ruled by randomness, you'll give up on everything trying to master it. So indefinite attitudes to the future explain what's most dysfunctional in our world today. Process trumps substance. When people lack the concrete plans to carry out, they use formal rules to assemble the portfolio of various options. This describes America today. In middle school, we are encouraged to start holding extracurricular activities. In high school, ambitious students compete even harder to appear omnicompetent. By the time a student gets to college, he's spent a decade curating a bewildering, diverse resume to prepare for a completely unknowable future. Come what may, he is ready for nothing in particular. A definite view, by contrast, favors firm convictions. Instead of pursuing many-sided mediocrity and calling it well-roundedness, a definite person determines the one best thing to do and then does it. Instead of working tirelessly to make herself indistinguishable, she strives to be great at something substantiative, to be a monopoly of one. This is not what young people are doing today, because everyone around them has long lost their faith in the definite world. No one gets into Stanford by excelling at just one thing, unless that happens to be throwing or catching a leather ball very far away. So you can also expect the future to be either better or worse than the present. We have optimists, and then we have pessimists. Optimists welcome the future, pessimists fear it. Combining these possibilities, it yields four views: indefinite pessimism, definite pessimism, definite optimism, and indefinite optimism. That is my reading for today. Thank you so much for giving me your time.